The impact of MotoGP Mandalika for the Indonesian economy. The existence of an international motorcycle racing event in Nusa Tenggara Barat is expected to attract tourists to the area. Moreover, the Mandalika circuit has pocketed a 10-year contract from Dona Sport as the promoter of MotoGP. So, how big is the impact of this performance on tourism and the Indonesian economy, especially in Nusa Tenggara Barat? One of the uniqueness of the tourism industry is the multiplier effect it causes. It can be assumed that every tourist who visits an area will spend money for needs during their stay, such as food and transportation. MotoGP Mandalika is an international event we deserve appreciation. Why? First, MotoGP racing is an international event that is widely covered by all international media and social media. With nation and international media coverage, it is sure to have a future economic and social impact in tourism and investment. Second, MotoGP racing is an international promotion event. Through MotoGP, Lombok as a national tourist destination will be increasingly recognized internationally. Promotion is very important because through promotion, the world community is getting to know Lombok and Indonesia. Through national and international media, MotoGP racing is not only reported at MotoGP racing, but also when it will be held in Lombok, Indonesia. Third, in the last 2 years since Indonesia was hit by the COVID-19 pandemic from March 2020 and to March 2022, there have been no tourists or travelers traveling to Lombok, Bali, and various regions in Indonesia. Both local tourists and especially foreign tourists. The Mandalika MotoGP in Lombok is a momentum to bounce back from the economic downturn after being hit in COVID-19. Fourth, through the Mandalika MotoGP, the passion and courage remains to travel to witness the Mandalika MotoGP race in Lombok. The excitement of the people coming to Lombok to watch the MotoGP race should be appreciated because it will have a positive influence on increasing domestic and foreign tourists who come to travel in Lombok and various regions in Indonesia which are tourist destinations. Fifth, to the Mandalika MotoGP, the hotel occupancy rate will definitely increase. The economic impact is big. The hotel needs new employees who have been laid off because there are no tourists. Restaurant will return many visitors for lunch and dinner. Souvenir sales will increase again and car rental vehicles will return to life. In addition, farmers who sell various agricultural products and fishermen who catch fish will be increasingly crowded. The positive impact of holding MotoGP in Mandalika. Lodging, hotel, and homestay. Secretary General of the Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant Association, Maulana Yusran, revealed that hotel occupancy in the Mandalika area Lombok increased to 60% during the event, both in the Mandalika and Central Lombok areas to Mataram and Segigi Beach. The increase in room demand has given the manager the opportunity to increase prices. On a normal day, 30 to 40%. This increase can be 50 to 60%, especially in 3 days of implementation of MotoGP. Flights. Based on data from the Directorate General of Civil Aviation of the Ministry of Transportation, to anticipate the soaring number of passengers to and from Mandalika, starting March 20, A total of 59 additional flights have been prepared, consisting of 38 extra flights, 14 charter flights, and 7 positioning flights, with a total of 9,392 chairs. In total, the Ministry of Transportation has prepared 3 efforts, namely the preparation of extra flights, charter flights, and positioning flights, with a total of 168 flights, a total capacity of 29,300 seats. Of the total 168 flights, 135 flights are extra flights with a capacity of more than 25,000 seats, with details namely Jakarta to Lombok around 19,000, Denpasar Bali to Lombok 2,718 seats, Surabaya to Lombok 3,834 seats. Meanwhile, for charter flights, there are 22 flights with a capacity of around 3,500 seats, with details namely Jakarta to Lombok 12 flights, 2,023 seats, Denpasar Bali to Lombok 8 flights of 1,160 seats, and Surabaya to Lombok 2 flights of 360 seats. For positioning flights, 11 aircraft were prepared to be on standby for 3 days of MotoGP, with details namely Cangkring to Lombok 6 flights, Denpasar to Lombok 3 flights, and Surabaya Lombok 2 flights. In addition to air transportation, the Ministry of Transportation has also prepared sea transportation facilities, either via passenger ships or ro-ro ships, to a number of areas such as Bali, Surabaya, and surrounding areas. Have an impact on the creation of new jobs, directly or indirectly, in the range of 35,000 and 50,000 people. This activity absorbed local workers from Mandalika until now. The details of the workforce recorded are in the construction sector. For special area road construction, around 300 people. Lombok UMKM in the merchandising category, 3,000 people, and homestay 600 people. The transportation and logistics sector, 1,500 people. The culinary and restaurant sector, 900 people. The existing accommodation sector, 500 people, as well as exploration of natural, social, and cultural beauty of about 100 people. Based on data collected by the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, said Sandiaga, there were also 300 actors at Lombok Zainuddin Abdul Majid International Airport. We experienced an increase in income of up 1.2 billion. The government has poured 2.48 trillion from the implementation of the 2022 MotoGP at the Mandalika circuit. The budget allocation comes from the State Revenue and Expenditure Budget, or APBN. APBN support is provided through state capital participation to the Indonesian Tourism Development Corporation of 1.3 trillion, then the ministry or agency budget of 1.18 trillion, incentive for import duties and import taxes of 10.41 billion. The funding issues by the government is not much when compared the results contained from the international event. Director of PT Pertamina, Niki Widiawati, projected that the calculation of money in the world motorcycle racing event could reach 3 trillion. Impact will be able to increase GDP for the first quarter of 2022 for Nusa Tenggara Barat and Indonesia, Based on data from the Central Statistics Agency or BPS, the economy of the province of Nusa Tenggara Barat, which is measured by gross regional domestic product (GDP), at current prices reached 33.6 trillion in the first quarter of 2021. This growth contracted 1.13% when compared to the position in the first quarter of 2022. Meanwhile, Indonesian overall economic growth in the first quarter of 2021 experienced a contraction of minus 0.74%. With this number, Indonesian economic growth has not been able to return to the positive zone after contracting 4 times in a row since the second quarter of 2020. At that time, the Indonesian economy was minus 5.32%. Even so, it is not certain how much the contribution to the local and Indonesian economy from the MotoGP event will be. This is because until now, the government is still studying and broadly calculating the impact of the economy after the event is over. The head of the Nusa Tenggara Barat Tourism Office, Yusron Hadi, said that several events have been included in the Nusa Tenggara Barat event calendar, one of which is the Motocross Grand Prix, which will be held in June. The development of Mandalika will continue until 2040. The Indonesian Tourism Development Corporation once told BBC News Indonesia there are 11 investors who plan to build a hotel in the Mandalika. In addition, Dubai Bin Said International LLC investors have signed an MoU to build a 27-hole golf course so that local people are not run after by big investor. Ari Suhandi suggests the government to continue to involve the community or locals in developing tourism, both around Mandalika and on Lombok Island as well. The goal is to create harmonious conditions, especially in its history, economic inequality in Central Lombok has sparked social conflicts. After being given a portion, the community or local must also be given guidance and assistance so that the product or service they offer have a certain standard. Fun fact: it is known heavy rain has flooded the Mandalika circuit so that the Mandalika 2022 MotoGP race was postponed about 75 minutes from the original schedule. The action of the rain handler in the Mandalika stole the attention and became the world spotlight after walking barefoot using a gold ball while offering prayers. Many people consider his work as a rain handler as a success, but not a few criticized Toro's presence on the Mandalika MotoGP stage. The Spanish media also called the rain handler is a hero of a MotoGP Mandalika.